This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started off with a chopped up apple. I then had a little ham salad with a couple of Babybels for part of my healthy extra A. I then got myself to Groot, which I'd lost a pound, and I were also slimmer of the week. Then I tried one of these salted caramel hi-fi bars. This is the best picture I could get of it, which was a little still of the review video that I did because I was bored. For tea, I had this smoky barbecue chicken, which is a Slimwell meal from Aldi that was just once in, and I had some chopped carrots on the side, and then I had a Skinny Dream bar for the other half of my healthy extra B, and then I had one of these little bars from Cadbury's. They're just 4 sins. So I'm finishing my day on just 5 sins, which is pretty good, and I'll see you tomorrow. So I started off with some yoghurt, raspberry, strawberry and chopped up apple. I then went to the gym. I did actually have to stop midway through my workout because I didn't realise it was 11 o'clock and they were doing a silence, and I actually nearly fell fully off the treadmill. It was my mum's birthday dinner tonight, and I said that I would cook something for myself and my sister who were doing Slimming World, so I decided to make a chilli. Then I had an omelette for dinner using some of my healthy extra A and some bacon. It was actually a really thick omelette. I used 5 eggs between me and my partner. It just looks like it's a tiny little piece, but it was really filling. When I got to the party, I decided to have a gin and tonic. It was 4.5 sins. I didn't actually drink it all and later realised this was a big mistake. I'm actually not supposed to drink on my medicine. I did only have about half of it, but it definitely made me feel a little bit rubbish later on in the night. And then I had the chilli that I'd made earlier with a couple of potato wedges. My stepdad had made these with some fry light, which is really kind of him. We did have some crudités as well, and I used some Slimming World tzatziki, which was free. However, I didn't take any pictures of it, which is really rubbish because I made it. Then it was birthday cake time, so I had a very small slice of this chocolate and raspberry. It was the Wicked, which is like a dairy-free option chocolate cake. It was 14.5 sins for one slice, and I think I probably had about a third of that. And then I had a small scoop of vanilla and brownie ice cream, which I've got no idea on the sins on. I then finished off my day with a Skinny Dream bar as part of my healthy extra B. So I'm not sure how many sins I ended up on today. I'm hoping it wasn't too bad, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started off with breakfast. I had 1.5 of the Slimming World sausages. That's me showing you my double yolk poached egg. 2 rashers of bacon, half of one of the protein seeded bagels, which is half of my healthy extra B, and some beans on the side. I didn't actually eat this until 12:30 because I was feeling a bit nauseous this morning. Then I went off with my son and we took part in the Remembrance Parade. I was actually pleased with this little non-scale victory because previously in the Scout shop they'd only actually done shirts up to size 20 and I could never get one that fits. Annoyingly, or not so much because there's plenty of other people who will need shirts, I think they now offer them up to size 28. However, I got myself a shirt that fits and I was really pleased with that. Then for tea I had to do the mango and lime chicken again. I've been dreaming about it all week. It tasted so nice, so I did that with some salad and some couscous on the side that was flavoured with some diced up peppers. I made it with chicken stock and I used a little bit of the leftover mango and lime glaze that you put over the chicken. Whatever was left, I used that and stirred it through the couscous. This was really nice, and my husband and son had the same. I had a Skinny Crunch bar as part of my healthy extra B, and I had 2 of these blackcurrant and licorice sweets that I'd seen in Aldi. They are half a sin each. They will not be going in the car because they are definitely something where the whole box will disappear within the blink of an eye. So I'm finishing today on 3 sins. However, I'd had quite a lot to eat in the morning especially. I think I'm wanting to have a slightly lower sin week this week to counteract the gin and the cake that I had, so it's good that I'll be getting weighed like Friday, Saturday this week. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World, and I'm going just back to basics. So I started off with an apple, raspberry, strawberry and some low-fat Greek yoghurt. This kept me full for quite a while. I didn't actually end up eating my dinner till about 2 o'clock, which was just a simple ham salad. This ham was pretty salty in a nice way, so I didn't actually have any dressing on there. For tea, I had the chilli that I made the other day, some carrots, a small portion of rice, and I had some parmesan on top. That'll be part of my healthy extra A, although I only had quite a little bit. I find if you use the smallest grater, then it goes a lot further. And then to end my day, I had 2 of these bars as part of my healthy extra B. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started off with just a chopped up apple. For dinner, I had a ham salad with a couple of Babybels, just some carrot and celery. For my tea, I had 2 of these chicken skewers. They're the salt and chilli ones from Iceland, and they're half a sin each. I counted half a sin for my little blob of katsu sauce, and 1 sin for half the packet of Aldi Mexican rice. The sauce I was trying was actually this Bisto Katsu curry sauce pots. They're 2.5 sins each, and you actually get quite a lot in there, so you'd probably share it between 2. I was actually cooking it for my partner. I convinced him to have it with Mexican rice because I wanted to share the packet. But I wanted to see what they taste like if I'm going to be buying them for him, and actually it were pretty nice. If I were making it on Slimming World, I'd probably do it with some grilled chicken, some rice and speedy veg on the side, but you'd probably only spend a sin. I then had one of these little sweets, which is blackcurrant and licorice. They are the sugar-free sweets from Aldi at half a sin. And I had 2 Benefit bars for my healthy extra B. So I'm finishing the day on 3 sins, which I'm pleased about, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat a day on Slimming World. So started off with some apple, strawberry, raspberry and yoghurt. For my dinner, I had some chicken with some carrot and celery. This was actually rotisserie chicken, and I think I asked this last time if anyone knows what sins it is if you take the skin off. However, I didn't get a reply. Hopefully somebody might know. After work, I started to have a massive sort through my wardrobe, so I am growing out of things. As you can see, I am definitely shrinking, which feels good. However, there was quite a lot of clothes that I just needed to sort out, so I ended up with this big pile at the end of my sort out. I was quite good when I've put weight on over the last few years, in that I have kept quite a lot of my clothes, so I have got some stuff to shrink into. So I put some of that through the wash so that I was getting myself organised. I then got my butt to the gym and I did 30 minutes on the treadmill. I'm still just emptying some of the things out of my freezer that we'd cooked over the past couple of weeks. So we had this campfire stew. I just did it with some carrot and some sweet corn on the side. And I had 2 of these duck spring rolls, which are 2 sins each. I then had a couple of Skinny Crunch bars for my healthy extra B. So I'm ending the day on 4 sins and an unknown for the rotisserie chicken. I have had it before and I don't think it's necessarily affected my weight loss, so I'm just going to write that as all my sins for the day. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. I started off with some chopped up apple and some Greek yoghurt. I only had frozen raspberries this day as I'd run out of strawberries, but I think it looks quite pretty. For dinner, I had some of the rotisserie chicken with some carrot and celery and a couple of baby bells. A few people had said if it's without the skin on, then possibly it's sin-free. I hope that's the case, but I'm just not entirely sure. My mum wanted to help out a couple of weeks ago and she made this Greek lamb with orzo. I'd put a portion in the freezer and it was actually really nice. I think almost better once it had been frozen and defrosted. The lamb was still really tender. You're not always sure when you're going to freeze some of these meals, but it was really good and I'm really grateful that she was helping me out. I was starting to feel a little bit snacky. I had one of these blackcurrant and licorice sweets. I had 2 Skinny Crunch bars for my healthy extra B, and I still wanted something else sweet, so I had one of these Mars treat size. It was the 21 gram, which is 4.5 sins. I've realised this morning that I must have been feeling hormonal, TMI alert. I came on my period again. I thought I wasn't supposed to be having any more. I had to stop myself there or I would have totally been picking with my little sweet tooth all night. I did have some more sins, I just didn't feel like I wanted to use them. And so I went and sat upstairs in the bedroom so that I knew I wouldn't be near the kitchen. So I ended the day on 5 sins, which I'm pretty pleased about, and I will see you tomorrow for weigh day.